Something rather unusual is happening in China's technology hubs. People are actually lining up to install a new kind of software on their laptops. And it's not just developers in that queue. It's actually students are there, retired engineers too, office workers as well. The tool attracting all of this attention is called OpenClaw. And here at FrontPage, we believe it signals something much bigger. But you know what is bigger for us? Is for you to like, share, subscribe. Now that you've done that, let's move along. So for the past few years, most people have interacted with AI through a chat window. You type a question, that software replies. OpenClaw belongs to a different category. It doesn't just simply answer questions, it actually also carries out the tasks. The project was created by Austrian developer Peter Steinberger, and the idea behind it is fairly simple. Instead of chatting with the software, you allow it to interact with the tools you already use. So you define the objective and the agent gets to work. One system might organize your inbox, another could arrange travel plans for say. A third monitors files and documents. Others, of course, manage posts and workflows online. Combine enough of these systems and suddenly one person begins operating with the reach of a small team, which explains a phrase now spreading through China's startup scene. So instead of hiring 10 people, one entrepreneur runs several AI agents. Each handles a different responsibility. Together, they function like a compact company. Chinese tech leaders recently shared an example. A founder deployed 8 OpenClaw agents. Within 2 weeks, those systems were sending personalized messages, running campaigns, publishing content seen by millions, and even building websites. So much of it happened while the founder was sound asleep. But policymakers certainly were not, because officials quickly realized what this might become. Cities such as Shenzhen, Wuxi, Hefei, and Suzhou are now drafting policies to support companies building on this very framework. Some districts are offering incentives worth up to 10 million yuan. That's roughly about $1.4 million. And of course, the encouragement doesn't stop with just the funding. Entrepreneurs are also being offered compute resources, discounted office space, and even housing support. Universities are getting involved as well, because if a new industry is forming, they would quite like their students building it. Students, of course, are now competing to design the most effective one-person companies, entire ventures powered by networks of AI agents. And just when the story begins to sound like a startup success tale, there is another twist. The developer behind OpenClaw has already been recruited by one of the world's largest AI labs, which tells you something important. The wider AI industry has noticed what's happening, but rapid adoption rarely arrives without any complications, because these agents require deep access to digital systems. They can read files, operate applications, send information externally, which raises obvious questions about security. Yes, you were right in thinking that. Chinese regulators have already begun issuing warnings. Concerns range from personal data exposure to intellectual property protection to cross-border data transfers. So several cities are already experimenting with safeguards. Some cloud systems may block access to sensitive directories. Other projects are testing local AI devices where information never leaves the user's network. So look across the entire picture. Let's do that. And the direction will become clearer. For the past 3 years, the AI conversation has centered on chatbot. Ask a question, receive an answer. Agents introduce a different model altogether. So instead of asking for information, people describe an objective and the system carries it out. And here, of course, is the front page take. What we are seeing in China may be the first large-scale trial of that very model. Developers are building stacks of agents. Universities are running competitions. Local governments are shaping policy. And thousands of users are experimenting with automated workflows, which leads to an interesting observation. While much of the world is still debating whether AI agents are ready, China is already building businesses around them. What about India, you ask? Well, that is a conversation for another day. Please do let us know what you think about these developments in the comments below. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Front Page by the AIM Network. Like, share, subscribe, and always remember, think AI, think AI am.